live on the radio. This is your host, Tech, with co-host.
NSC Game Boy, what it is, what it do.
And also, we're here live with our correspondent.
The sensational one, Shinblade. How's everybody doing on this cold week?
Sound like you're doing something else, brother, but it is cold. We are doing good. Have a little long pause, if you will. Everybody's doing well. Real quick, fans, thank you much. Today's episode is titled Erotic Underground. We have a lot of great guests coming on. And to you, we have live right now. We'll bring him in momentarily. The man himself, the promoter and owner of 1CW in Delaware, Stevie Ray Styles. But real quick, also, we will have some other callers from that great promotion coming on in. Top of the hour, 8 p.m., we will have none other than Reyes, who is also known as Cortez, the killer from Lucha Underground, will be joining us. We do apologize. We did have plans to have Venis call into the show, but something did come up. We got in touch with his people, so he will not be able to make it. But we will see him this Saturday at 1CW, and we'll be able to bring something to you as a makeup fans for that. So we do know we're live and stuff. Do you have it? Real quick, before we bring Stevie Ray in, you can follow the show on Twitter at Tech_UTMR. You can follow NSC Game Boy at
NSC Game Boy, spelled correctly.
Yes, please do. And you can follow Shinblade on Twitter at
Sensational One, SHINSATIONALONE. Spell that correctly for me.
Oh, that was long.
Really?
As always.
It's a long name.
Spell it. Yeah, it is.
A long name.
But as long as they know your name, that's all that matters.
Well, actually, everybody knows my name this week just because of what happened in the news.
Oh, I definitely did. Speaking of that, real quick, Shinblade, go ahead and let everybody know about the great news that you had for yourself and Under the Match Radio.
What great news?
About the tweet.
Oh, no, this was bad, though. Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw the Royal Rumble last night, I made a tweet about Brock Lesnar having a tramp stamp tattooed on his back. And eventually, I posted on Twitter, took a picture of it, and pointed it out to everyone, and it went viral. And there's, certain sites that are posting it along with my tweet. So, with that being said, if one of the listeners apparently is Brock Lesnar or somebody close to him, hashtag it ain't my fault and hashtag don't kill me.
All right, big up.
You sound like a hashtag bitch right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So what?
You sound like a hashtag bitch right now. I'm sorry. I had to put more bass in my voice, sir.
Hey, I ain't snitching. I was just like, somebody saw it and somebody
I ain't saying nothing about it.
it.
I ain't snitching, homie. I'm just saying, it sounded like the bass kind of went out of your voice a little bit when you were saying that, though.
No. Come on, NSC. We both watched The Wire. We know not to snitch.
Yeah, I watched The Wire. I'm here. I'm in Baltimore.
I knew not to snitch.
I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. I was there at WrestleMania 30. I love the man. You know what I mean? If he can't take a joke or something,
He killed the Undertaker.
All you gotta do is just, if Brock Lesnar hearing this, and if you mad, Brock, you can come and you can smack Shinblade as hard as you want. You can slam Shinblade as hard as you want, but ain't nothing gonna happen because Shinblade, he's tough, yo. You don't gotta do nothing to the game, boy. But I'll watch you as you slam Shinblade up and down the streets, man. I'll see that, you know what I mean? And I'll understand how tough you are. Cause Shim, man, what? That's this
really?
The sensational one we talking about, homie. You know what I'm saying? If you beat up Shinblade, you will not hurt us, yo. We tough, yo. Under the mat, we together, yo.
And
I'm glad that Under the Mat Radio got my back.
We will continue this conversation later on, but we have to bring in the man himself real quick. Stevie Ray Styles, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir, I am. How you doing, gentlemen?
We doing
good. What's going on, Steve?
Doing good, getting all ready for Saturday night.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't wait. We will be there live as usual. Thanks for being on the show as always. I believe this is the first time you've been on the show. This is the first time?
Absolutely, man, and I'm thrilled to be on the show. It's a great show. I listen every week, man, and you guys do a great job, and it's a pleasure to be here. Just to give you guys the heads up, I know you guys are well aware of it. I'm in the middle of a feud right now with a guy by the name of Kindred Ky'mari. Mr. Kindred put his hands on me at the last event, threw me into the cage. He kind of beat me around a little bit, so I got some payback for Kindred this month. So I'm actually in the mountains of Pennsylvania with 4 other guys, and I got these guys training hard for a gauntlet match for Mr. Kindred. And I just want to shout out to all my friends back in Delaware, Anthony Wilson, the family, everybody listening to the podcast tonight, Regina and all my friends. Hey, you guys are listening to the #1 podcast right now, Under the Mat. And let me tell you, Stevie Ray Styles is going to have his guys ready for Kindred on Saturday night.
Thanks, man. Thank you for all
that. He has to be stopped.
He does. Turn it over real quick to Shinblade. While we got you on, Stevie, I do know Shinblade has some choice feelings on the Vamp King, Kendrick Ky'mari. Shinblade, want to share your thoughts?
Well, it's not as much choice words. It's just the fact that I'm trying to do my job as correspondent on Under the Mat Radio. Meanwhile, Tech and NSC Game Boy, they left me to go catch up with the new tag champions, the Hotline Hustlers. And I was left there by myself with Kendrick Ky'mari and his insurance policy. And I'm just saying, Stevie, I mean, I'm no wrestler. I'm a correspondent. But, you know, if you've seen the interview that we did with him, he put his hands on me, and I really don't appreciate that. So I'm respecting your organization, and as much as I would like to engage with him, I'm going to leave it up to you, and I'm going to leave it and partially leave it up to the fans on that one.
Absolutely. I was going to say, you know, you follow my lead on this one because I don't tolerate this. I did see the footage. You know, it's another black eye from 1CW. We don't like our performers doing anything like that, especially to an esteemed colleague as yourself, my man. And let me tell you, if you learn one thing about Stevie Ray Styles, I'm not one to hit somebody in the pocketbook. I'd rather smack them right in the mouth. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get Kindred Ky'mari back, my friend. And let me tell you, when we do, I want you standing right next to me with a great big smile. That'll be our payback. How about that?
Oh, I'm down with that. I'll do that. I'll go.
Definitely do. And it's a Game Boy turn over, so you can say some words. Well, we got our buddy Stevie Ray Styles.
Well, I know that you're training, Stevie, and I know that you got everything situated and stuff, but a lot of people have tried to take Kindred down, and a lot of people have failed. If your group of gentlemen, your enforcers, are not able to get the job done, what do you think is next? Because I've seen him come, and I've also seen him go. But this is a tough guy.
You're absolutely right. He has withstood a lot of great feuds, including a great series of matches he did with Prodigy back in the ACW Federation in Maryland. I know you guys are familiar with that over there. And he has faced a lot of top talent, but I'm not even going to think about what would be next because I really, in my heart, know he's not getting through Saturday night. He caught me off guard a little bit in December by turning on Crazy Shay. He caught me off guard by throwing me in the cage and turning on the fans and the CEO and the GM of this establishment and this great company. And then he turned around and did the same thing to Shinblade. Not going to happen. So, again, like I said, we're training hard up here in the mountains of Pennsylvania. We're doing everything we can to get ready, and Kindred is not getting out on Saturday night. And if he does, then I'll be the one tucking my head between my tail and come back on your show, and we'll discuss what we're going to do moving forward. How about that?
I'm glad he said that right. I'm glad he said that right compared to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, because you can't tuck your legs in between your tail, like Seth Rollins said on Raw.
Legs between legs.
Yeah, he did say that. He's just going to tuck his legs. He told Cena he was
between his legs.
Tuck your legs in between your tail, which is impossible.
That's it.
So I'm glad, Stevie, you got that right. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I didn't want to pull a Seth and blow the same spot, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag, don't put that on Twitter. I'll be the next one being hunted down.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, too, on a personal, of course, we here Under the Mat Radio. We got to send our congratulations. You are newlywed. You just married your beautiful wife.
Yes.
I know you're definitely happy. She supports you in the business.
Yeah, Mrs. Styles keeps it going on, man. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, definitely. Good lady. Very, very good person. Can't say that with everybody in the business. Everybody, let's say, don't have good other halves, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Stevie, with that, of course, while you had the time, and one of the reasons why we, of course, give you the props that we do. You are a good promoter. And before I even say that, I believe we have a couple of phone calls real quick. Gonna bring them on in.
We got call in.
Undermat Radio. We're going to Undermat Radio with Stevie Ray Styles.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you know what this is?
No, I sure don't.
Hey, Steve, you don't recognize my voice, boy?
Nah, I don't recognize it right now.
Hey, you know, I'm pretty sure you will recognize my voice after I push you against that cage right at 1CW show then.
Okay, Vamp, man. You decided to come out of your casket?
Oh, hey, man, I've been out of my casket, brother. Hey, you know, it felt so good to push you against that cage and beating your brother in the face, even though I want to do more than that, but I'll say that for Shay.
Oh, you're going to say that for Shay? Well, let me tell you something. We got a little bit something for you on Saturday night, so you better bring everything you got, my man.
Oh, man, ain't nothing you can do to a vampire, man. I keep trying to tell people like you and 1CW and those idiotic fans you got that who can't spell that there's nothing in the world you can do to me. See, I got the whole thing planned out. See, you think you can get one over on me with this whole gauntlet thing. And see, actually, kind of think about it, I need to thank you, man. You know why? Because you're feeding me all these poor souls, and trust me, I'm going to be very, very hungry, Stevie. Honestly. And see, when I get finished through all of them, I might just go after your family, man. They seem so nice and reluctant up for that.
Hey, I got one question for you, man. What made you turn? I thought I had everything going good with you, man. You blindsided me. You blindsided Shay. You blindsided the fans. I want to hear it straight from the Vamp Man right here on Under the Mat Radio. Let's call it out. What is it? Is it all about a title shot? Did Stevie Ray not give you a title shot soon enough?
Hey, you know what? Honestly, you want my real honest opinion? Because I simply don't like humans. I realize it. You know, for 7 years I've been doing this thing. I've been pushing the limit. I've been kind of like being all fan favorite with these people that I don't like at all. You know, I realize all these beating hearts out here, and I haven't even tasted one yet. So I've been doing you guys a favor. So the whole thing is, it's nothing to do with any kind of titles, nothing like that. I got to basically spread my lineage, man. You know what I mean? Like, and what better expense it is to do it from 1CW and then travel all down to 1CW to the rest of the world. See, if I could use you guys as an example of what not to do when you mess with a vampire, then why not? You know? Why not? I do what I want because I can.
Speaking of that,
I don't know about you guys. I'm shocked.
You don't hear somebody else saying, area code 30T, welcome to Under the Mat Radio with Kindred, Ky'mari, and Stevie Ray Styles.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey. Yeah, hi, this is Stevie Ray Styles. This is Steve Smith from Lincoln, Delaware.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
He's from Delaware?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Can you spell Delaware?
I got somebody that wants to say hi to Stevie Ray Styles. Come here, hurry.
Hey, man, go ahead and cut his line off, man. He ain't important.
Hold on here, Savannah. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Savannah, man, get off the phone. You should be in bed, man. Scoot him off.
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah.
Yo, Kindred, we got something for him.
What's up?
hey, what's her name?
I think her name is Savannah.
Savannah.
Yeah. You should be. Hey, it's past your bedtime. You should tell your father. You should put. Hey, unless you want a nightmare, you should go to bed. That's where you should be. Don't talk to Stevie Ray Styles. He ain't no good for you. It says she laughed at you, Stevie.
Don't you worry about him. We got him on Saturday night, honey. Don't you worry about him. We appreciate you calling in. You keep making those nice signs for everybody, and we appreciate it.
And if I find you, you better run. That's just the main thing you better do, because Stevie ain't going to be around after I finish 1CW. So it's best believe she see me, she better run.
Kendrick, if we may, and you know you have some choice words for us here Under the Mat Radio. Question here, Tech, I want to know is, with you being a vampire and you wrestling under those bright lights, does that affect your mojo or affect your abilities?
Hey, you saw what I did in that cage last time, right? I looked like I was affected. The only thing that affected me is that I realized I was in a ring with Crazy Shay. That was the only thing that affected me. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't need this guy. You know, why even have a tag belt with this guy? I could have defended the belts by myself. You know, not taking anything away from Atlanta Hustlers. You know, they're a really good team and all. But if I wanted to, I could have defended the belts myself. You know? And on top of that, where's Crazy Shay now?
Well, that is a good question. We're not sure. We do hear from. We will let you know. I believe we have another caller.
Where's Crazy Shay? You know where Crazy Shay is. You fractured his ribs. He's still recovering. It took 3 of you.
That's funny. Hey, that was funny. Like me spinning around, making him hit his ground. That was awesome, man.
It's not funny at all. And payback's going to be Saturday night when I get my chance to laugh back.
Oh, man, if you come in that ring, man, I swear it's going to be over with, man.
Is that a challenge?
Your wife got your will, man.
Come in the ring? Is that what I just heard, Kindred?
Man, if you come in that ring, I hope your wife got your will all spread out, man, because it's going to be bad for you, bro. I'm just putting it out there now, man.
Well, let me just say this. Stevie Ray Styles has feared no man, no vamp man, or anybody. I've never backed down from a challenge in my life. And let me tell you something. You even brought my family into it now. Yeah, you made it personal, Vamp, man. You might have one extra man of this gauntlet added on.
Oh, hey, that'd be great for me, man. See, honestly, I do have a fan in your family, so I'm pretty sure they'll be on my side more than yours. I'm just saying. So, your friend list is kind of going down, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope my family isn't turning on me. If I got a turncoat in my own family, then I got a big problem.
Hey, it is what it is, homie.
Before we let you go, Kindred, and Stevie, Shinblade, I know you had some choice words for the Van King, Kendrick.
Shinblade here, too.
I thought he already heard my words before you called on the phone. The thing is, I'm trying to figure out is, am I talking to Kendrick Ky'mari or am I talking to the Joker from Batman with that laugh?
Hey. Don't hate on the laugh, bro. You know what I mean? Actually, when you hear that, you should be kind of scared, bro, because trust me, I ain't half off of you either, brother. See, the only person I'm cool with under the mat right now is Game Boy, you know, because, you know, he respects everything.
I appreciate it, man.
You guys, you guys, man, you got your little jokes here and there. Hey, you know, me and him go back, man, for real. But you know what? Honestly, if Shinblade tries something, I won't resist this time to put him down. See, he thought what me and Jay did to him on that little interview was something. That wasn't anything, bro.
You talking?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. The only reason why I didn't do anything because I didn't want to lose my job while under the mat. That is not about what I do. I'm a correspondent on the show.
Shinblade, our correspondent.
I get workers' comp there, man.
With a professional wrestler? Yeah, in the ring with a professional wrestler?
Hey, if Stevie Ray Styles let him get in the ring, if Stevie let him get in the ring, I hope he has a good insurance policy. I hope his girlfriend has a good will set out for him, too, because him and Stevie going to be in the same grave site together. Just saying.
Hey, the venom should flow in my veins. You can't put me down, brother.
Hey, man. Love flows through veins, too, and I'm on that, too, bro.
I'm going to tell you something, one thing, Dreadlock Rastafari. You can put your hands on me on this interview, on the interview that you did last month, but I'm going to tell you like this. I am no professional wrestler by many means. I will get in the ring, and I will throw down. I come from, I live in Baltimore. I came from other streets in the ghettos of Hawaii, so I can
think about it this way, man.
Shut up. There's ghettos in Hawaii?
Shut up, Tech.
Hey,
I'm going to tell you like this.
Did you know that there were any ghetto places in Hawaii?
It'd be gangbanger hula hoops.
Really? So the Twilight Vampire is going on the. So the Twilight Vampire is going on the sensational one right now.
Oh, here we go, Twilight. I mean, like I told Evan, man. Like if you watch that says a lot about you, man.
I'm not sure who that is.
Hey, same thing about it. The thing about it is, you gotta know the stacks, man. If you're gonna talk about it, make sure you know your stacks right. Number one, I'm not from Baltimore. I'm from the greatest country in the world, bro. You know what I mean? That's Bavaria, Germany. But see, the thing is, I came here because I wanted to spread Vampire all over this place, bro. And when I get there on Saturday to 1CW, and all them little poor souls that the Ray Styles so gracefully going to pour out to me, trust me, Bless the Blood ain't going to be the only thing that's going to be spread around there. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it was up to me, I'll burn that place to the ground.
I'll tell you one thing.
Bless
the Blood sounds
not
like
in my
Hell
building,
Hydra.
you won't.
That's what Bless the Blood
Stevie
sounds
ain't
like.
liking
Hell
that.
Hydra. That's all it sounds like.
Hey, you call it what you want, but Saturday you're going to see exactly what I mean, boy.
Well, folks,
Hey.
y'all fellas, y'all got to tell the fans out there where this is going to be, what time it's going to be, and how they can get their tickets, because you already see what's getting ready to go on. This is about to be a volcano about to erupt. And this is over the phone, so I can imagine in person. Good God Almighty. You know what I mean?
Man,
so,
there's no more idiotic Delaware fans calling here, right?
Yeah. Oh, say the main streets of Hawaii. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, he said the ghetto. He said the ghetto.
I'm sorry.
Man, because,
the main streets.
I didn't.
I don't know. I don't even know what's worse, from like beating up Stevie Ray Styles and his brother, and to like having like half of Delaware try to jump me. I don't even know what's worse. But what's gonna be worse is the beat I'm gonna get these 4 guys, and then I'm gonna finish off Stevie, take out 1CW by myself, and then keep going on with my life. You know, and that's exactly my plan, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So,
hey, you know what they say? They tell you to follow your dreams, and you better follow your dreams, because that's all that is a dream. That's not happening on Saturday night.
It's called a revolution, man. You trust me, you're going to start to see it with NCW. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, Sean. Let's face it, Crazy Shay can't help you because I beat the snot out of him. And then he left you by yourself. So who else is going to get you? Nobody.
Speaking of somebody, we're going to bring in area code 302. Welcome to Under the Mat Radio with Kindred and Stevie Ray Styles.
Yo, Kindred.
All right, cool.
Who the hell is that?
You Delaware vamp, man. Come on, man.
Oh,
you have got no shot in hell, man. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, man. If you supposed to be on the side of Stevie Ray Styles, drink whatever moonshine he didn't got you drinking. That's
bro,
fine.
No, it ain't about that. It ain't about that, man. That's crazy,
hey,
Eric, man. Come on, dude.
You honestly think I'm going to lose? Come on.
Dude, you have got no shot against crazy Eric Shea.
Really? Did you see what I did to him?
Bro.
Hey,
dude,
one move put that dude out.
Army, man. There is nothing. Eric, tell this man. There is nothing. There is nothing. Kindred, you are a powerhouse, man, but he is a lunatic. Look, he is a Dean Ambrose of 1CW. He is a lunatic fringe. He has it all covered.
Hey,
I mean,
you know
come
what?
on, man.
Hey, you know,
Kindred,
one move put his ass down, didn't it? Done.
Dude, I've
he
seen
in the
that
hospital
one
holding his.
That happen. I've seen that one move get over. It
you know what? He's home, resting his little red because he couldn't take a beating from me. So when he come back in February, it's going to be 20 times worse than that. And he can thank Stevie Ray Styles just for that too.
Jackson. It can happen. Look, dude, I'm telling you right now. Look, he will bring help if he needs to. You have no help, my man.
Man, I'll come to Delaware and beat the crap out of Crazy Shay, drag him to Baltimore, beat him again, and drag him right back down to Delaware. Hey,
do nothing to AC-Dub.
Oh, you crazy now,
Come
man.
on, bro.
I know you've been drinking. You've been drinking that Sean.
Come on, Kindred.
You've been drinking that Stevie Ray juice, huh?
You're right, but anyway, I'm still.
Yeah, you out with this girl.
We got to calm down. All right, catch you guys later. Have a good night. Have a good night, brother. See you Saturday.
You too.
All right, Stevie Ray, real quick. You still there, man?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm taking it all in, my friend.
Hey, man, you better put a whole army in that cage.
So hold on, Kendrick. I know you're a little excited and your blood's flowing. And all that.
I ain't excited, man. I'm just telling the truth.
Stevie, if you real quick, let us know about the great card that you have lining up for Sunday.
Well, we touched part of one half of the main event, and that's the gauntlet match that we have Mr. Kindred set up. And the other half of the main event is a 6-man tag main event. It features on one side a team of all gold, the new 1CW heavyweight champion and Dirty Sonny Deeds, and the new 1CW tag team champions, the Hotland Hustlers, Marcus and Muddy Waters. They're better known as the Bingo Enforcement Agency with their manager, Billy Bingo. They're getting a little bit of payback themselves. The whole night is, talking about retribution and payback. Not only the Kindred, but these guys are getting a little payback themselves for jumping the funky white boy in the cage. So there are a lot of paybacks coming. So on the other side of that 6-man tag, we get the former champion, the funky white boy. He got himself a couple partners in the Coastal States heavyweight champion, Eric Chappell, and the former WWE Intercontinental champion, Val Venis. The other big half of the main event, on the other side, the gauntlet match with Kindred, we had the big 6-man tag. We got a lot of good stuff. We got the 1CW Women's Champion, Casey Carlisle, putting her belt up on the line again. And also another big match I'm really, really looking forward to is Pretty Jimmy Dream, putting his 13-year career on the line. His career at 1CW is on the line. If he does not beat the up-and-coming top-of-the-class student in Trey Bailey, he will not only lose his career and be kicked out of 1CW, we added the Indie Roundup title to that as well. So there's a lot of good stars coming in. We're really looking forward to another great, great TV taping. We're on WMDD TV 47 here in Salisbury, Maryland, every Sunday at noon. And again, great, great facility here at the Delaware Auto Exchange of Felton, Delaware. Doors open at 5, show starts at 6. Real easy to find. The address is 10182 South DuPont Highway in Felton, Delaware. And you heard it by all the fans calling in. Even though I'm in Pennsylvania training, getting my guys ready, I guess I should have been training to get myself ready because Kindred called me out, and the Delaware people will have my back come Saturday night because my ass is not backing down from that challenge.
Well, I hope not. That way I can get my hand on you finally. Hey, I got my money on Jimmy, and Jimmy's going to be good. But for you, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to hope your wife got a nice will for you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Because otherwise, who else going to run 1CW? Well, you know what? Actually, I will. Actually, that sounds like a plan for me.
Over my dead body.
Well, with that being said, Stevie, buddy, thank you much for coming on in. We will see you Saturday. Definitely.
Hey, Evan, Shimbley, thank you guys very much. I'd say the same thing to NFC Game Boy, but I see which side of the fence he chose to be on. So on Saturday night, make sure he's on that side when we lay down the gauntlet. Because let me tell you something, he gets in my way, I might just smack the teeth right out of his mouth as well.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Hey, Game Boy, don't worry, because you know whose side you on, man. So
we know which side he jumped on.
So. Yeah.
It is what it is, my dude.
You might get
Thank you, fellas. Thank you. I'll see you Saturday night, Van Man.
Thank you.
See you Saturday, man.
Of
All
course.
right, Kendrick, we will see you Saturday. Hopefully, you don't lay hands on Shimblade, but Shin said he will be ready.
Man, I'm bringing the bottles of blood, everything. So when I beat these four poor guys, we're going to have a big old party. And Shimblade and Tech ain't even, because Tim, because like Shimblade and even Tech ain't even trying to stand up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
We going to party. You know how they are.
You know the number, man. I'll holler at you. I'll see you Saturday, man.
My man. That's all I say.
For a guy that I can't stand right now, he did make a good point. But then again, I roll alone most of the time myself.
Hey, Shimblade. We got a saying in Germany. It's "Du bist Scheiße." You know what that means?
I probably do know what it means.
You should look it up, man. I can't say it on the radio, but you should look it up, man. That's exactly what I think.
I know what it is.
Oh,
I know what it is.
Now I want to kind of save you the embarrassment. I think I did embarrass you guys already. So, 1CW, I'm going to embarrass everybody, and then, me and Game Boy and the rest of the Van Farmer, we can have bottles of blood and everything, bro.
That's what it is, man. See you Saturday, man.
That would be a sight to see. Vampires and Game
doubt.
Boys hanging out after the show. All right, Kendrick, thanks much.
All right, man.
All right, man.
We're going to lay on hands
really?
on Thanks, man.
Really?
Vance and Game Boys partying.
That sounds like a gay reference.
Huh?
Vamps and Game Boys. That sounds like a gay reference tag.
Hey, Kendrick is a Vamp King, NSC Game Boy. He's a Game Boy, NSC partying.
No. That wasn't right.
Hey, what's going on?
You know what?
I think Shannon's a little scared. I think Shannon's a little scared.
I'm the fact that, okay, I know NSC Game Boy, he don't have my back, but UTAC, really, you know, I know Andy Weinberg is one thing, but Kendrick Ky'mari is really another thing. And to tell you the truth, why am I even here? You know, you guys can't have my back. You guys said, you know, we like you to be the correspondent. I'm doing correspondent work. And then next you know, you guys leave me to go to the airport to catch a Hotline Hustler, and I'm by myself with Kendrick Ky'mari. I'm trying to do my job so I won't get fired.
Hold on, wait, Shannon. You know, it's not like that, bro. I didn't know you was going to get beat up. I thought you could defend yourself, man.
We didn't know either.
You're from the mean streets of Hawaii, right? Don't they tell you how to move?
Actually,
look,
I know how to ghetto of Hawaii.
I know how to move.
Don't y'all move your hips and stuff? Didn't you think the duck?
Say forward.
I saw the video.
Don't even play that. I'm saying this.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to do standards and practices where I'm not saying I'm gonna get sued, but I'm trying to get to the point where I don't cause any trouble for Under the Mat Radio. You know, because Under the Mat Radio is on its way up. I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, I got to keep myself on the up and up. You know, you see Jay-Z on the elevator. He could have hit the little girl Solange, but he didn't because he's a businessman. He like, you know what, whatever, it's going to be done. So, for that.
So you want to get in the ring with Kendrick Ky'mari. You want to get in his face, a professional wrestler, a guy who has multiple titles, who's laid out people. You want to get in the ring with this guy. Because
hey, look, win, lose, or draw. I grew up in Hawaii and I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm gonna tell you like this: when somebody issues you to a fight,
now you want to claim North Virginia.
Norfolk.
Oh man,
you was claiming the ghettos of Hawaii.
I'm sorry.
No,
I don't know my people in Virginia, my Trey Songz fans, and the Trey Songz fans. You know, they from Virginia. Chris Brown, you know, he thorough.
Rappahannock, Virginia. That's in the mountains. That's in the mountains. That dude is crazy. But I'm going to say this. When somebody issues you the challenge, it's chump to be chump. And to tell you the truth with Kendrick Ky'mari, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to prove my point to say that you don't knock over the sensational one. I will go down in a fight. I don't care if I'm bleeding. I don't care if I'm contused. I don't care if I'm in a concussion. He would know damn well that he's not going to push me around like he can do Stevie Ray Styles or anybody else, any of the fans in 1CW. I will go toe-to-toe. But we have other business. We have other business to attend to.
Well, real quick, we want to know under the Mat Radio text. Do you want to know, Shimblade? Since you are part of the ghetto parts of Hawaii, Hawaii is the only state that has a tropical rainforest. That doesn't sound too thug life to me.
You know what, Tech? Shut up, for real. Because I'm gonna tell you like this. Because you or the Tech. Because you know what? Everybody thinks Hawaii is tropical and hula hoops and
it's the only
girls
thing
and everything of that
rainforest.
nature.
What do you think it's supposed to be?
No. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hawaii has some rough ghettos. Elvis nothing. Hawaii has rough ghettos. Those Samoans are crazy.
Worse than Baltimore City. Worse than Chicago. Worse than Detroit. Worse than D.C.
Yeah, everywhere is a ghetto.
Worse than Greenmount
Avenue. Had a song about it. The world is a ghetto. Excuse me?
The world is a ghetto. All right. I hear you, Nose.
The world is a ghetto by War. You never heard that song? Random Nat.
Yeah, we know that.
So I'm telling you, Hawaii is not all pretty and tropical as everybody thinks. It is some rough places in Hawaii. Plus, Hawaii got a big drug trade over there too. So you know how rough it is over there.
What kind of drugs?
Well, you know what?
Hawaii?
I'm not even going to say
cocaine and
about
marijuana
Hawaii because I never been to Hawaii.
And
the boy never
too.
touched base on that. What the playoffs I'm gonna go to ain't gonna be a mess. But I'm gonna make sure I was born and raised here in Baltimore. And see, when you're born and raised here in Baltimore, you got a little your class and your swag just a little bit higher than most because this is one of the most dangerous cities in the country for years. We've been established. But my thing is that Stevie Ray said that he doesn't really mess with the boy because I take the side of Kindred. I like Kindred's work. We cool. We talk a few times. He tried to sit me a little with that blood out. No, it's not my thing. But he's my man. I rose with him. But since he put me out there, I gotta have my man back now.
Well, hold up. Wait.
He also said he
was a friend of mine too.
Huh? What?
He was a. Kindred was a friend of mine. What?
It didn't look like that in that video.
Kindred was a friend of mine. I'm gonna tell you the truth. For those who saw the video, I was a bit upset because Kindred was a champion. He turned his back. That's not the way you do business with people. He turned his back on Crazy Eric Shade, left him for dead. You saw the match.
He was holding back.
Kindred,
hey man, he's a one-man army. You know what I mean? He got his team and all that. Kindred was doing what he do best. I mean, you know, the man was holding him back. You know, he took him out with one move. You know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's not how the way I roll. I was upset. I talked to him, and then next you know, he put his hands on me, and that was it. That was end of friendship completely. Now, I'm not gonna say that we can never be friends or cool or anything like that, but we got some business to attend to, and hopefully, if Stevie Ray Styles gets it done on Saturday, not Sunday, then it'll be fine. It'll be like I'll step back. If he gets it done on Saturday, the sensational one will step back off of Ky'mari and just walk away like nothing happened. That's what I'm saying. Remember that, fans.
Okay.
Well,
I'm not going to know more about it. I'm going to wait till Saturday. See my man Kindred do what he do best.
And you drank the poison blood, too.
Hey,
well,
man,
you know. Just to remind people that Tech here has been friends with Kindred for about 20 years. I knew Kindred back when he was just a little 4-kid vamp, and his little free juices and his little sippy cups. So me and Kindred go way back in the day.
You lived in Germany with him?
No, just after he left Germany. No, just he left Germany to come here for whatever reason. But I've known Kindred for a long time. I never was really a fan of his work, but you know, that's why he wants to that's how he wants to live his life, that's how he wants to do his thing. That's totally fine. I never made a side of anybody. And if the Game Boy is on Kendrick's side.
Wait a minute.
Blade,
you said you never made a side of
anybody. If you watch any of the videos, see, me and NSC Game Boy, we had to go take care of business. Your job as a correspondent, you take care of the business when we can't do it.
Hey, did you see the traffic getting to that airport? Like, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was getting beat up, man. I'm sorry, yo.
We didn't know.
I'm saying
we were not in any danger.
We supposed to be. What are you talking about? You talking about Brock Lesnar beating the hell out of me just because I posted about a tramp stamp, which in fact we all saw it at the Royal Rumble party, which we all saw at the Royal Rumble party Sunday, when you were screaming pause tech, and you were throwing the eyebrow up, Game Boy, when you saw the tramp stamp when Cena was trying to get out the submission move.
Are you snitching, yo?
I'm not snitching. I'm not snitching.
Don't forget,
what happened, yo?
Everybody knows that under Matt had the Royal Rumble party.
Just take the I was trying to tell you, just take the whooping, yo. You know what I mean? Yo, it'd been an honor to get beat up by Brock Lesnar, man. Especially from you. You feel me? You coming against the Bad King, and you know you telling Brock, you know, I had your back, man. You trying to put me in? I got you, man.
I'm gonna
put
you
on your back. I'm gonna watch you, man. If anything jump off, I'll be the first one to let you know that it was jumping off as soon as you regain consciousness, yo. I'm gonna tell you how everything goes.
You have
I would have gave you my hand to help you up. I would have been the first ones to give you a hand and lift you back up when you regain consciousness.
I can agree.
I'll be the first one there, yo. You want me to have some Gatorade next to you, yo? So you know if you parched, you know,
a little water,
you need electrolyte snack or something. You know,
or
if you want, I can call the ambulance. Had the ambulance there, you know, at the Kindred, and I'm done with you. You know what I mean? I can have the ambulance go ahead and take you, so you ain't got to have no wait period, man. You just go straight in there, man. I got you, man. I'm looking out for you,
Kindred's no Brock Lesnar.
No, he's
not.
Brock
Lesnar.
But he's a professional wrestler.
Wait a minute. You just said Brock Lesnar is not a professional wrestler.
No, I'm saying that Brock Lesnar seeing you right now is a little down stretch. But Ky'mari said he's seeing you Saturday. You feel me?
Well, you don't have my back on that.
I wouldn't want to be on that side of a guy of that stature. Huh?
How many days away is that?
I think that's about like 3. Like was that
3 or 4 days?
Yeah, 3 or 4 days, something like that.
4 days.
Now I'm gonna say it like this: Game Boy, NSC Game Boy, you gonna be on the other side. So how the hell you gonna have my back? Tech gonna be conducting interviews in the back by himself. So
you don't know that.
Okay.
No, we got LSR security, man. We got security, man. Under the back, got the whole security. I don't even know why security wasn't there when you was assaulted. I mean, you are correspondent, man. We got to make sure you corresponding. Maybe we wasn't corresponding with the correspondent. I mean, things happen, man.
Hashtag corresponding with the correspondent. Okay, but LSR security, you know, remember he had business to take care of?
Yeah, I know. Right. He had to follow us to the airport, man.
Yeah.
But look,
he was.
All I'm trying to say is this Saturday, man, it's gonna be rough. But I'm gonna make sure that I be the first one there. I mean, the first one in line to call the ambulance when you regain consciousness, man. I will be there, man. I got your back, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I come with you, man.
Tech, do you believe that Game Boy's gonna be there, or he's gonna be sipping tea while I'm tussling with Vamp King?
He'll probably be doing both. But just to let you know,
probably so. That sounds like the boy. Yes.
This is the solution we have for you, and then we'll move on to the next topic. If you think Shinblade, you need your own stunt double. Little stunt double shin. Yeah, like the little.
Yeah, he got little shin hands and had the bull hat and everything.
Shy hands.
Yeah,
hold on, the shy hands.
The shin pack, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. Little plaid shirt.
You guys are really ticking me off tonight. Really.
What? No, what?
The argument is not there.
Burns. So still burns, brother.
They gotta burn, yo. They gotta burn.
I only got Stevie on my side.
Yo, Stevie got like a whole slew of people. Yo, he got like 5-6 people already ready, man. You gonna be there, and you gonna be corresponding with the people and interacting with the people. Only thing I'm saying is that, you know, after everything's all said and done, I think Kindred is gonna kind of do what he do best and go through all them dudes, and then, you know, if anybody get in his way like you, I mean, you know, things gonna happen. But, you know, I'll be the first one to help you, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I will call them people for you, man. I will get that ambulance there for you, man. Come on, man.
I think he gonna see me
anyway.
I
don't do no CPR stuff. I'm not certified to do CPR or anything like that, so I can't do no CPR if he choke you out or something like that. But you know,
pray for you now.
I do got the S5. I think the Galaxy S5. Yeah, I got an S5, right? And I can just hit 911. I can even text 911, and they can talk to me, do text. Like this is a cool feature, man. Really.
Yeah, we can.
You know what? I need to get on a white show since you know they give me insurance and everything, and make sure that nobody touched me. They got lawyers, got Jew lawyers on the side. So if Kindred laid one finger on me, he be owing money through his grandkids or Vamp kids or whatever you want to call them.
Real quick, Shin, real quick, are you letting us know, and those listening, you know, live and that will be listening later, that you don't have any confidence in your physical abilities? Seems like you are from the ghetto of Hawaii. Bitch, by the way, breaking news, that the Hawaii crime rate since 2012 has dropped 3.8%, and then last year 2.3%. So I'll let you know about the ghetto.
You are really not helping.
Only here under the Mat Radio.
You are really not helping here. I grew up in the 80s. I don't know about today. But I grew up in the 80s.
You grew up in the ghetto of Hawaii.
But I'm going to tell you like this. I have confidence
do they
in
give you,
myself.
when you go to the corner store, do they give them little flowers things over top of you like they do when you get off the plane, when you go to the corner store?
The little boas?
Stuff? Yeah, do they give you that when you go to corner stores? You know, like, you know, thank you for coming. And,
what kind of drugs do you have? Yeah. Is it like spiked coconut juice?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
I get coconuts.
I am very close to signing my resignation letter. All I got to do is sign it.
We have to approve it.
You talk about you talk about like Hawaii isn't tough. I'm saying I respect Baltimore and everything like that. Baltimore's pretty tough.
We never said it wasn't tough. We just didn't know it was ghetto.
You talking down to me like Hawaii ain't. You talking to me? Like Hawaii can't be tough.
Hey, where you get this man from at Tech, man? He saying that we saying that Hawaii ain't tough. I can't say that. I never even been to Hawaii, man.
When you say Hawaii isn't tough, we got somebody from Hawaii. We just say we didn't know they had ghettos in Hawaii.
I never even been to the place, man. You been there? I ain't been there, man. You know what I mean?
I go back every now and then plus the fact is I spent half my adolescence in Virginia, in Norfolk, Virginia. So Norfolk, Virginia was pretty tough too. You know, you had one side you had the military kids. On the other side, you had the projects in the ghetto. So I know how to adapt. Now seeing it that Tech here is calling me out on confidence issues that I do not have an issue with. It's just the fact that I got two guys I thought that they were good to me as far as friends and business partners, and I found out they're fading off in the distance like two shadows. You know, and right now,
speculating again, man. Look at that. This man just keeps speculating things. Ain't got no concrete evidence. You know what I mean? We ain't even at Saturday yet.
You drinking the blood Saturday regardless. You gonna be
drinking no blood. He just say he was
he's gonna be drinking. No, he's gonna be drinking the blood Saturday night.
Hashtag Game Boys.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be. It's going to be NFC Game Boy. It's going to be Kindred, Ky'mari, the Vamp King, and the Vamp Queen. They're going to be out back drinking the blood and making green clouds in the air.
Okay, just breaking news. Let you know, NFC Game Boy, we were wrong. It is not called Boas. Babe Mel.
It's Lays.
My babe, they are called Lays. Thanks, babe.
It's Lays.
Oh, Lays. All right, my bad. I just want to know when you go to the corner store that they give.
Can we move on to?
Okay, yeah, let's move on.
Actually, we can't because we have a couple of callers that want to get onto this subject real quick because we do have time. Just let you know real quick.
Bologna sounds
since you are from the ghetto caps lock of Hawaii, and since we said Boas, how come you didn't correct us and yet Babe Mel did?
He was too young, yo. It was the 80s, yo.
Oh,
I'm not too young to correct. I'm not too young to correct it. We talking about 1CW Kindred Ky'mari here. Hawaii is just a place where I grew up along with Virginia, and thank you, Babe Mel, for correcting Tech, the love of your life.
But why didn't you do it? You're from Hawaii.
Because we talking about a bigger subject. Come on, Puff Daddy.
I don't know who that is. He's on the show. He's probably lipping his lips and doing everything else. But
can we move on to other things?
Just now. We still had time because there are people about to call in, saying live.
Okay, let them call in.
Talk about the ghettos of Hawaii and talk about
open up the line.
4Kid Shin. And we'll open it up right now. We're just waiting for a call. Real quick,
I just want to know what is your game plan when you get face to face with Ja Cole and Kindred Ky'mari when they get you. And that presence is around you. Like, what's gonna go through your mind state? Like, I mean, you could try to swing, but I mean, he's of a different breed of being. So, like, what can you do? Like, I don't try to get physical with them dudes, man. They want some water. I rolls with them, but I'm just trying to tell you, I've seen what they can do. You know what I mean? So, like, you got like a game plan, right? Like what Scooby-Doo do you like plan it out and in your head and think that, it's going to work or something? You know how that works?
Well, do you actually like Iron Man?
You hang with...
you draw like a blueprint?
So you hang out with them because you can't beat them, right, Game Boy?
No, I can't beat them at all. I can't fight, yo.
If you can't beat them, join them?
No, it's not even that. I can't fight. I don't even try to fight. So
you're a martial artist.
I publicly tell y'all I cannot fight. So
you're a martial artist.
Yeah, I know martial arts. I know how to defend myself, but fighting and defending yourself are two different things. Like, if you throw a punch at me, I can block it. You know what I mean? But if you want me to just come and start attacking you, no, I'll not do that. I just
think of it like this, Blade. Steven Seagal movies. Steven Seagal defends himself. He really doesn't fight. Bruce Lee fights.
Yeah, he really doesn't fight.
Steven Seagal got a gut and Jordache jeans that are 2 sizes too small.
Yeah, that too. That's why he definitely has to defend himself.
And runs like a
can't
girl.
Run and really kick with a gut.
Hey.
All right, where these damn callers at? This ain't. I didn't even turn into a guest.
You're a correspondent.
Where's the callers? You said you got callers. You got. You said you got callers.
Why are you rushing the fan base?
Well, you gotta remember, it gotta be nighttime at all on the other side of the coast. It might be still daylight, and they might not be out, listening to the show.
If any other vamps that are calling in, please make sure you're not around any lights. You don't want anything happening to you. Not sure how.
And Shen, for the record, man, we do not want nothing to happen to you, man. I don't know where you getting this misconception of we want you to get beat up and hurt and stuff. I don't want you to get hurt, man. Like I said, man, I told you, man.
Well, right
I would
now,
call the ambulance to make sure that you're good, man. That's not getting
right
hurt.
now,
Some people wouldn't even do that. They'll just walk away. Go make a sandwich.
I know dudes in Baltimore hoods that be like, the second they throw a punch at you and you get hit and you go down, they come in too. I got 2 guys I have to deal with.
Can you repeat that again?
You got
about Baltimore hoods?
So come on now, it's like that in most hoods. It's like,
okay, we have a caller right now that wants to talk about the ghettos of Hawaii real quick.
I ain't answering a damn question.
Left. No, too late. Here you go. Bringing in the caller right now. Welcome to Under the Mat Radio with Tech, NFC Game Boy, and Shimblade.
You gonna get your butt whipped, man. You really are.
Is this tender? This is tenderness.
He gonna get his butt whipped, man.
I rather prefer saltine, thank you.
This is tenderness with the diarrhea chili.
Felton, you said that Shinblade's gonna get his butt whipped, man.
Yes, he is. Talking about the wide shoe. He should be afraid of Brock Lesnar making fun of him. He better run in the corner and lock his door and shake like he in the Sixth Sense. Shoot.
Okay, that sounded really, really, really pause-worthy.
Oh, man.
Have you learned your lesson yet, kid? You learned your lesson yet, kid? You got punched by a vampire, dude. You go disrespect Brock Lesnar? You might get F5, man. You gonna get F5 terribly.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I can get broken in half by Brock Lesnar, but if I stand my ground, I'm a cool dude for doing that. It don't matter. I don't need admiration from people to say you stood your ground against Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna be like, look, I made the tweet. There's the joke. Now his tramp stamp says kill them all. I agree with it. He killed John Cena. He killed Seth Rollins Sunday night. He killed The Undertaker.
How about that?
So his stamp tramp says true. I mean, even though a certain host said Sable-worthy, property of Sable.
Property of Sable.
All I'm saying.
Thank you for calling, man. Real quick, do you have any other words for Shimblade? See, this how he might get dealt with by Kendrick Ky'mari and Jacko.
I hope that I can make good chili for you.
Good luck to you, brother. Don't tell me about legends because I'm going to run away. See ya.
Okay, it's official. Saltine's going to be my stunt double, my Ms. Dow, or whatever you want to call it. He's already hired.
Wow, you already got a stunt double? That's hot.
Yeah, that's gonna be Saltine right there. He's gonna be Ms. Dow for me.
I don't know, man.
He said you was going to get your butt.
You gonna get your butt whipped?
That's gotta be his statement.
We have one more caller too. Area code 706. Welcome to Under the Mat Radio.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Toph.
Hey.
What's going on? Toph, we had 5 minutes real quick before Ricky Reyes calling. What we're talking about is 1CW coming up this Saturday in Delaware. Kendrick Ky'mari, the Vamp King, he threatened again to lay his hands on Shinblade. Now, Shinblade said that he's from the ghettos of Hawaii. We're not really sure if that exists. So, Toph, you're our other residential correspondent, a good business partner. Can you expound any words on this?
Hold on, Toph. Hold on. Before you say one word, Toph, I respect you and everything. But
you let him talk.
You're supposed to know everything. you talking about you don't know there's Hawaii ghettos in Hawaii's and everything of that nature.
Oh, I
You
did.
never looked it up?
Google said no results found.
Okay, well,
Google said.
I may have to take you there one day.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hey, you survived volcanoes, so I guess the fight shouldn't be that hard.
Thank you, Toph.
Well, yeah, thanks. Toph, you're.
Oh.
Yeah, that is true. They do survive volcanoes. Real quick, to Shin's Delight. Yeah, they kind of sound like a little beverage. Shin's Delight. To Shin's Delight,
Shut up,
we're
Tack.
moving on.
Really?
Move
on,
4 minutes. Hashtag Shin's Delight. We're moving on. We have 4 minutes real quick. So I know the Rumble just happened on Sunday. A lot of people were upset. Hella people unsubscribed to WWE Network. There were even people blocking the talent from leaving the event. Toph, your thoughts real quick on the Rumble.
Love the article.
Let's talk about the real story, man. Why is R-Truth saying "Whoop, there it is" in 2015? last time I heard "Whoop, there it is" was Mighty Ducks 2 in '96. I was like 8 years old, man. Vince McMahon just needs to go. It's just simple as that, man. I don't know if you guys have heard. There's now a report that just got posted about, I want to say about 20 minutes ago. And there might be some truth to it. The report is saying that from this point forward, they're going to dismiss Roman numerals from WrestleMania. It's just going to be known as WrestleMania now. If you look at the WrestleMania 32 poster, it's just a picture of WrestleMania with no number at all. And apparently the story is Vince McMahon is removing the numbers because it makes the show sound old. And if that's true, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because numbers add prestige to the show. How are we supposed to talk about certain WrestleManias if there's no numbers? Like, we can be like, hey, guys, remember at WrestleMania 17 when Rock and Stone Cold had that great match? So you mean to tell me 10 years from now we can even do that? The only person that's old is you, Vince. Go away.
Well, to tell you the truth, in a small sense of defense, Toph, I don't think some of those WrestleManias don't have numeral numbers. It's just like a number.
Did you say numeral numbers?
No, they're just missing it in general. There's not going to be any numbers at all. Yeah. It's just going to be WrestleMania.
Like it won't be a 33, 34, or nothing. It's just going to be WrestleMania. So that means you're going to say 2017 WrestleMania or 2018 WrestleMania. That's too many syllables.
WrestleMania.
Well, you guys just go on Google and just Google WrestleMania 32. You won't see any WrestleMania 32 art. It's just WrestleMania with a little star because it's in Texas. They're going to do that. They're just going to have a logo and whatever city they're in and just improvise. Yeah.
And real quick.
Then that means.
So real quick.
Okay.
What would the logo be? WrestleMania was saying in Baltimore.
Chicken question.
Half and half. Do we even have a logo in Baltimore? It could be.
No, salt, pepper, ketchup, yeah.
Yeah, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Probably a Raven.
Yeah, salt, pepper, ketchup hot.
Probably be a Raven or Oriole.
Oh no, it'd be a hand out there trying to get a hat. Like a hand.
Yeah, trying to get a hat.
Really? Trying to get a hat. It'd be a hand out there to get a hat. Like, yo, you gotta check this out right here, yo. This WrestleMania right here, yo. Yeah. I need a ride to it, yo. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, twig. I'm sorry, Toph.
Or chicken box.
You be not. Yeah.
To answer your question, though, I thought the Rumble was fine. I just thought the booking was just horrible. We can talk about that on a later show. But the booking, the pacing, the formatting of the show was just really bad. And there's no way Pat Patterson booked that show. Pat Patterson's a great booker. And the pacing was just really bad.
It was his birthday that day. And then he gave him the night off. It was his birthday.
He was having fun times with the boys.
Yeah, fun with the boys. Yeah, he really was having fun with the boys.
Omar moment.
So your thoughts, of course we all know about Pat Patterson, very good guy, very illustrious in the business, one of the great bookers of time. I know he had fun with all of the boys in the back and fun with all the WWE crew that was backstage.
They're openly gay for many years.
You said it.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts on the actual title match with Brock?
The title match was good. The title match was great, and it's unfortunate because it's not going to be talked about. Instead, that horrible Rumble match will be. Title matches at Rumble are usually filler. No one really cares about them. It was definitely one of the better title matches in a long time, one of the better triple threat matches in WWE history. It was it's probably the best triple threat I've seen in WWE in a long time. That's how long it's been. Great match.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that it got overshadowed by the negativity of Rumble Backlash.
And
Toph.
Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead.
Toph, I think we talked about this on the show when you were on board. I'm going to go back a little bit, guys, if you don't mind. But the pre-show had the Brass Ring Club, which they're called now, against the New Day. Please tell me your thoughts and how you felt about Philly when they gave their expressions about the New Day.
Yeah, well, the New Day sucks. So, I mean,
okay.
that's just the reality of it. The WWE doesn't know how to give African Americans a gimmick that doesn't scream "I'm black." I'm still confused why Naomi still has the Funkadactyls theme when the Funkadactyls have been over for nearly a year now. I just don't get it. So,
And she dresses like Storm from X-Men. And
yeah.
She dressed like Storm from X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm just immune to it
when
at
she
this
was
point.
claustrophobic. Remember the cartoon? Get me out
Tech
there.
random thoughts. Hashtag tech random thoughts.
You just said Storm, and I just made a comment with what was said. It wasn't random.
Okay, hashtag random
wrong
facts.
Shane, wrong use of words.
Really?
Fans,
really?
we do apologize. Shane is a little, as we say here, and a little salty. Toph, did he use the word salty in Georgia?
Yeah, they use it everywhere. It's the universal word for
good.
salt.
Maybe even in Hawaii, the ghetto.
Again, you're
Can I ask
really.
a question, gentlemen? May I ask a question? Thank you.
Good.
So, what did you think about after the Rumble with The Rock interviewing with Roman Reigns? How did you feel about that segment with him being booed in the ring, and then after the backstage interview that they did, if you had the chance to see it? What did you?
I think Roman is. I think Roman's screwed. What I like about The Rock is, in my opinion, The Rock is one of the most generous main event talents of all time. And what I mean by that is when most people break the glass ceiling and they, become main event, they never go back down. When The Rock was world champion, he would work with main event dudes like The Rock, like Stone Cold or Triple H. He would work with a mid-card guy like Eddie Guerrero, Jericho, but even work with low-card guys like Hurricane and Christian. He would do all types of things, just a little rub, you don't necessarily have to beat The Rock, but he would just do segments and promos just to give guys a rub. No one cared about Hurricane Helms, but, the little comedy he did with Hurricane and got him over. He got Christian over because he did those little segments of Christian, and Christian got the new look, Captain Charisma, got Tomko. He did a lot of segments of Jeff Hardy. So The Rock, he's done segments before with people, and he's got them over. And here you got The Rock raising Roman Reigns' hand, and the fans are just booing him out the building. If you can't get cheer with The Rock with you, it's a wrap. So, there's nothing
apparently,
you can do. Roman's he's screwed.
Well, apparently The Rock threw the eyebrow up when it happened. You see the picture right there. He threw the eyebrow up, and there was somebody on Facebook and Twitter that was throwing so many heads on those pictures. It was just hilarious.
That was me, Philly.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah. I'm a huge Rock fan, man. You can see it in Rock's face. Even he knows it's not. He knows. Even Rock knows. He's not dumb. He's not an idiot. As a matter of fact, I think he uploaded a video on Instagram where he said it was 15 seconds or something. He said thanks to all the fans out in Philly, and he admitted my cousin got booed, but thanks for the love, and that was it. So
God,
Rock knows.
That was very.
It's not even Roman's. It's not even Roman's fault. I feel sorry for him because I actually don't have anything against Roman. It's just wrong place, wrong time for Roman. But he's screwed here. There's nothing WWE can do. There's nothing they can do.
It starts and ends with Vince McMahon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's just watch Lucha.
Yeah,
Lucha.
And not even a Rock could, and it's something I will give credit to. A funny status I did see yesterday by Dan McDevitt, MCW promoter. He even mentioned how, WWE, you messed up when you had Philadelphia booing Roman Reigns, and they even had Mother Nature going against the Rumble finish, which is pretty hilarious.
I just want to know. Like, I want to blame it on Vince, but I give Vince the benefit of the doubt. Like, I want to know, like, who sat down and looked at the format of the Rumble and actually thought it was a good idea. Who actually said, hey, man, this is a really good, we should book it this way in Philadelphia. Like, what did they expect to happen? Like, just
Well,
yeah,
I get you. But the fact is that with WWE and creative or whoever, they need to look at the fact that New York, Chicago, and Philly, and maybe there's another one, maybe Atlanta too, they ought to know that, and I don't say this physically, but they have the ugliest crowds. It's like, if your product stinks, they're going to let you know about it. And it was just like Money in the Bank 2013, like they wanted to put Daniel Bryan in there against John Cena, but they knew that Daniel Bryan, with his ROH history, like he was going to get cheered like completely. The roof was going to blow off of Philly. And they put Mark Henry in just to bypass it. But the one thing that you haven't said, Toph, that I know what you mean. I know what you expressed over the past 2 days. Tell the fans about what you think about Daniel Bryan's early elimination from the Rumble.
Eliminating him early, my first thought when I watched it live was they eliminated him early so he wouldn't cock block somebody else's pop. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they'll like give it to Ziggler or Ambrose or something. Like it wasn't even the Bryan elimination that pissed off the fans. Like, a lot of fans that are like, for instance, most folks are looking at this and they're just saying, oh, you're mad your guy didn't win, you don't like Roman. Like, it's not even about that. Like, the actual story of the Rumble, the storytelling in the match was some of the worst storytelling I've ever seen in WWE. Like, it's horrible. Like, building up to the Rumble, your main three stories was the Cena, Lesnar, Rollins match, Ziggler, Ryback, and Rowan getting their jobs back, and Daniel Bryan's return. They built that up on Raw and SmackDown. Daniel Bryan had a match with Kane to fight for his spot just to be in the Rumble. Ziggler, Ryback, and Rowan had matches just to get back in the Rumble. Like, you built that up for a month. You do all of that just for Daniel Bryan to get eliminated in like 10 minutes? And then all the other favorites in the match, like Ziggler and Ambrose, and like if you go back and watch it, when they came out, the fans, they popped for him. When Ziggler came out, he got a pop. Ambrose got a pop. Or how about that Mizdow? Like when Mizdow came out, he got a pop. When Daniel Bryan was eliminated early, you had that much more time to get the fans back. So if Mizdow had gone in the ring and actually like thrown over someone important like Bray Wyatt, I think the fans would have actually had gotten over it and would have been happy. Or if you had Ambrose or Ziggler do something, like Ziggler was the one that I was most surprised by. This guy's the sole survivor in Survivor Series. He had all those great matches with Harper. He brought back prestige to the Intercontinental title. He was number 30. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe Ziggler will be a dark horse. Maybe he'll just win. And he went in there, eliminated Barrett, got the KO punch, and that was it. He didn't do nothing. So it's like all the favorites did absolutely nothing, and Roman Reigns was just sort of there. Like, if you look at the build to the Royal Rumble, Reigns didn't really do anything. He came back from his injury. He said, I'm winning the Royal Rumble. That was it. That was the story. He had his little thing with Big Show that nobody cared about. Speaking of Big Show, Cesaro, he had a late number. I think he was like 25, 26. Cesaro could have eliminated Big Show. Big Show kept saying no one could throw him over the top rope. Cesaro did that by himself. If Cesaro had did it again, that would have woke the fans up. But they didn't do it. They didn't do anything. Right. They didn't do anything. The booking of the show was just bad.
Right. Real quick, Soph, not to cut you off, and we can keep you on, Soph, if you want for the duration of the show. Right now, I'm gonna bring here the man himself, live.
Yeah.
Current star of Lucha Underground. Goes by the name Cortez the Killer, and also better known as Ricky Reyes. We bring him on now. Welcome, buddy, to Under the Mat Radio.
Oh, thanks for having me.
No problem.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, guys?
Was that introduction good enough for you?
Yeah, I've been called worse, so it's all good.
Yeah, so have we.
We have. Also, of course, we hit Tech, NFC Game Boy, of course, Shinblade, and then we also got a good buddy on the line, T. Toph, joining us also. I'm going to turn it over now to Shinblade. I'm going to let him go ahead and take over for a couple minutes, and Sam start you off with some questions.
Well, Mr. Reyes, I've been a fan of Lucha Underground. I guess not to overshadow two other guys, but I am a real big fan of the show. I have to say is that, can you tell us about your experiences and how did somebody reach out to you to come on Lucha, or did you have to audition for them? How did that work out?
Well, I had known that AAA was planning on running a company in the U.S. They were planning a few times since about 2006 was the first that I was informed of AAA trying to run like a TV show in the United States. And a person that works in the office there, I was in contact with since then about the possibilities of not only just tours, but they wanted to actually start up a company in the United States. And they had originally had a deal lined up. I was called and told that, that I would be one of the guys that was on it. And then everything kind of fell through, and that didn't work out for them. And then, business was tough in Mexico City just because of the drug cartels and, issues that they were having with the government and stuff like that. So the people weren't, in Mexico City weren't, it wasn't safe for them to be out, going to wrestling shows or anything. So AAA was running TV events, very few monthly, just to keep their television going. But they eventually, I was called last year, maybe early summer, by this person, and they had told me that the producers of the show were going to be calling me on Monday. He had called me Friday night, so I was like, okay, well, I'll believe it when it happens, type of thing. But this person's kind of had my back for years now, and promised me that I would be one of the first guys that they had called. And Monday morning they did. So I got calls from a couple of the producers of the show. By Tuesday, the next day, I had my contract emailed to me, and by Wednesday it was signed and done. So I was actually the first wrestler to sign on with this company outside of AAA. So I was like the first wrestler in the U.S. to sign with the Lucha Underground. And the experience has been just keeps getting better and better. So it's an unbelievable company. Everyone involved is just so pumped up for it. Like, the fans love it, and then everyone that within the company that reads how passionate and how excited the fans are makes us more excited and stuff like that. So it's a unique product because it's not so much a wrestling promotion as it is a wrestling TV show, and that's what makes us different from everybody else, where we have the influence of all the AAA guys being a partner with Lucha Underground, and it just makes it a unique product with the characters and stuff like that. So
all right. Real quick, Ricky, would you mind taking a couple of callers there? Some questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. All right, code T40 Cheeky. Welcome to Sunday Night Radio with Ricky Reyes.
Yeah, my question for Ricky is, how do you get away using the Cortez the Killer name when Neil Young has a song called that?
I'm not sure. That would have to go with El Rey's legal department. I think it might just be something they had said. I don't necessarily think it's my name as much as it was just something I was referred to as. The name that I use is Cortez Castro, which went through legal and was cleared. So technically that's my name. But whatever, if someone labels me that or says that, I think it's just like, in passing. I don't think I'm not branded that or anything.
Okay.
Another question I have for you. I noticed there's someone that used to wrestle in the NWA by the same name as you. Was that your dad?
No, I'm not a second generation wrestler.
Okay. Cool. Cheeky, did you have a question? Another question for Ricky Reyes?
What's your most embarrassing moment in the pro wrestling business?
I don't really think about that stuff and couldn't tell you that I had done anything embarrassing. I guess maybe somebody in the ring did something embarrassing, but I don't think I've ever had an embarrassing moment so much as maybe somebody else did or something. I don't know. I can't really make a comment on that.
Okay. Thanks, Ricky.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Cheeky. Cheeky's one of our faithful listeners. Always follow us from day one. So thanks so much for you too.
Yeah.
Real quick, Soph, did you bring you in real quick? Do you have any questions for Ricky Reyes?
Yeah, I have a question. And Lucha, when you guys do the crazy bumps, like the way the arena is set up, the crowd isn't too far away from the ring. Do you guys practice in the arena? Because it seems like it takes a lot of athletic ability to do the moves without hitting the crowd. Or does the crowd get a warning? How does that work? It just seems kind of like one of those band things you used to see in the 70s where the crowd can kind of become part of the show. Is that discussed or anything, or do you guys just wing it?
No, it's not necessarily discussed. I mean, you can kind of see where you have room to do the crazy stuff and then where you don't. I mean, if you have a ramp or like a stage or something on one side, you're obviously not going to go diving into it. Most of the guys aren't going to attempt to dive towards the stairs because there's not much room there. King Cuerno does this ridiculous suicide tope that he probably looks like he's shot out of a cannon and goes 1,000 yards. And he always kind of aims in a certain direction. But as far as the fans, the fans on the floor are actually VIP fans, which a lot of times they're directors of movies and AC Green and I mean,
so that explains why there's always an unreasonably attractive chick in the front row. Okay.
Yeah, somebody just brings a hot chick and just but yeah, so a lot of times I mean the fans are just go nuts. I mean, no one's trying to hit the fans, we're trying to hit each other. So and I mean if it gets silly, you just tell them move out of the way and hopefully they listen.
Okay. Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I'm bringing another caller real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Chan Young, welcome to Under the Mat Radio with Ricky Reyes.
Really?
Chan Young, General T Storm, are you there?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. I actually have a question. It's about oh my God, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He used to work for WWE, Alberto Del Rio. What's his wrestling name again?
El Patron, Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah. For El Patron, I've been hearing stories about him on Facebook, but can you kind of give me a little bit more of what happened when he came to your company?
What do you mean exactly? When he came, the day he so?
When he came into the company, is he supposed to be bad guy, the good guy, or
I got this question. He's trying to say that during because I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Del Rio, El Patron, he worked taping over the weekend. He wants to ask you, did he come in as a heel? Did he heel up or anything like that? Kind of give a spoiler alert.
I don't know. There's a lot of the guys and characters and that we have are not so much quote unquote a good guy or a bad guy. Because I mean, the fans. I mean, we're not trying to pull the wool over the fans' eyes. Like if you like somebody, and you cheer them, they're not going to try to go against the grain and make you do something you don't want to do as a wrestling fan, because it's not really what this company's about. Like you just kind of enjoy the characters. I mean, as far as Del Rio, he just came in as himself, and he voiced his opinion, and it'll be on television to be able to see. But I mean, I'm sure he looks at it the same way. Like you can either cheer him or you can boo him, and I mean, he just came in and he got the ovation that you would expect that he got. And I mean, like the guys are going out there more focused on wrestling and telling a good story in the ring, and that's about it. I mean, as far as like how he approached entering the company itself, like he just came out to building shaking eruption that almost blew the roof off the place, and he just said his piece that he wanted to say, and and that was about it. So
all right, cool. Here's another question for you. Because I'm trying to remember, because I've heard of you guys before. Like I was trying to think, like when the American Patriot or whatever the name is come to your company and have matches for you? Like, have you ever heard of the American Patriot from like back then of WWE?
No.
Yeah, he's actually a really good wrestler. A lot of people say, "Oh, he's Mexican, he's this and that," but I mean, if you had him on your show, I mean, I don't know, but for your company, as I've been hearing and seeing and all this and that from everybody, I'm like, another great company that will rise to the top, because, well, you got Al Patron, Del Rio, and you got other great guys, and also, Ricky, who knows, my boss of a company that him and I own, who knows if...
Yeah, I apologize for the little technical difficulties. Ricky, I'm going to turn over to NFC Game Boy real quick, guys, so we can start with the questions.
Yeah, we apologize about that. Hey, Ricky, my question for you is this. Now that you're in Lucha, and, I mean, what is the most extravagant thing that you've seen with this within the company so far? With it being really first of its kind and really gravitating to the fans and everything, what has been the most extravagant thing that you've seen that the company has brought to the table so far, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it's the production value. When we started, people were getting, sneak peeks of what the arena looked like, and then they wanted to brand it like, oh, it looks like this, or it looks like it's going to be this, and everybody was so quick to, all of a sudden they knew everything about this brand new company, yet we'd never even aired on television. But I would have to say that the most unique thing that when I show people the brand or the show, I mean, from a fan's perspective, which I am, like a crazed wrestling fan, just the refreshing promos and vignettes and stuff like that. It's more real to the wrestling fans. So you can just kind of sit back and see somebody, and you don't want to make a judgment right away, but what you see is what you're going to end up getting. So it's not like we're forcing anybody to do something that they're uncomfortable with. And then from a standpoint as far as like a wrestler that works in this industry, like the most amazing thing about this company is the interaction that it has with its talent in the back. Like, I mean, everyone's a star on this show. You know what I mean? It's like there is no one guy we follow. Like, there's tons of guys that are going to come in and out, and with like Del Rio, for example, and other people that will eventually be coming soon. Like, they're huge icons in the business, like legendary wrestlers, and they come in and they're just happy to be there, and they share the same locker room as us, so no one's like walking around with a big nose, or you can't talk to this guy, or you can't talk to these guys, because it's like you just come in, and everyone's on an equal playing field. It's funny because we were a couple of buddies of mine back there, we were saying, like, it's funny, like sometimes on one episode, like the second ever episode, me and Mr. Cisco were out there, and we ended up wrestling Johnny Mundo and Prince Puma on the first match, and it was like, two of your brightest stars and from the first episode are opening the show on the next night and didn't skip a beat. The crowd was nuts at the end of the show. So from a working standpoint within the industry, that's something you dream about. Not every company is like that. And it's sometimes, and that's what gets stale, is when it's hard to create something new. Maybe the crowd that doesn't want it, but when everyone is getting a chance to main event, everyone is getting a chance to be that show-stealing match every week. You just don't know who's going to do it, and everyone delivers when they're supposed to. It's from my personal opinion in that it's just they just know exactly what they're doing and how to make not just one to three guys valuable. They're making their entire product valuable, and then from like the product as far as the vignettes and all that, it's unreal. Like, you have to be there to, like, we're doing this stuff and we sit back and watch it on TV later, and it's like, it's amazing. Like, you look like a movie star, you know what I mean? And it's like, I sit back and I watch it and I'm like, that's me. Like, I don't even, it's just kind of, it's crazy because it's not like a camera's talking to you or following you, walking around the back looking all dumpy looking. Like, these are people that make blockbuster movies, and they're talking to you and telling you what to do, and you just, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're not completely an idiot and you just do what you're told to do, they'll take care of the rest. And then when it comes time for the bell to ring, that production crew steps back and says, okay, you tell us where to be, you guys, and then we say, we'll do the rest, from here. And it's just like completely like you're on the same team, whether you're production or your talent or, wrestlers or the ring crew people. So it's just really cool.
Okay. I want to say,
thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Great answer.
I want to say too, Ricky, I was watching recently Lucha Underground. He was in a tag match, and Big Rick, Ezekiel Jackson, came out, and I really like the angle where you guys traded on him. And then I like how everything seems gritty. Of course, I know what Robert Rodriguez working on, being one of the producers, and I know we had Eric Wegman on. I like how everything seems dark and different, and I love the spot where y'all held him down, and I can't remember the guy's name he was working with, where he took his cigar and actually burnt his eye. And I actually love that, because that's something you wouldn't see on any of the other, any of the other promotion on TV. You won't see WWE do it. You won't see TNA do that much. But I like how y'all have a different feel. So with that being said, how was it working in that ring and working with guys like Big Rick and your tag partner?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the two guys I'm teaming up with, Bale and Mr. Cisco. We ended up turning on Big Rick, and we did that. And those two guys I broke into wrestling with in Southern California. So it's kind of funny how everything comes full circle. It's like I left the West Coast like 10 years ago to wrestle, on the East Coast and further myself and push myself in a different setting. And then I come back and they stick us together. And it was just funny how everyone just kind of has the same mindset as far as like, how we think of professional wrestling. And to be in there with those guys and everyone that we're in there with every night is just like, it's just fun and exciting in every way. It's like a whole, I mean, obviously it's new, but I mean, it's a whole new chapter in my life and in my career where I feel like, like recharged and stuff like that. And so you just need that sometimes. Like you need that kick in the ass to get you, back up, because after a while you just kind of feel like you're kind of coasting and not really like there's no real new challenges. If you don't allow them to be, like I challenge myself every night, but in this sense, it's a whole nother world you're dealing with, because now you're dealing with Hollywood. So it's challenging in that sense where you need that same wrestling intensity that I bring to the ring and that same focus, but it needs to be geared in the same way, kind of at a different angle. You know what I mean? Like these guys are telling us, look, we hired you because you're you. Like, don't change anything. At first I thought, oh, do you want me to, should I do this? Should I do that? And they're like, no, because then it's not you. Like you're here because you're you. So just go out there and do that, and not too many places give you that, and they just have a niche for seeing something and then running with it, and then we push the envelope, and we were told that you're going to get an opportunity, and this is it, and we looked at it like let's go get it, let's do this, let's make people recognize who we are and put us on the map. So that's what we did.
All right. Thanks. That is good. And it's good that the company lets you be who you are. It's not other people trying to tell you how to be you. You know how to be you. Can't nobody do that better. And it's not someone in the back or some writer or producer saying, well, Ricky, we think you would say this. Well, how the hell would they know? Because they're not Ricky, and that happens a lot. So, buddy, do you have anything else to say before I turn over to Shinblade?
Oh, no, you guys asked the only other questions I had.
Okay, cool. You can stay on the of course, the caller talked about having Del Rio on the show. What's your thoughts on having Del Rio for the show? What do you think it would do to help boost Lucha Underground to another level?
What do I think about what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
About having Del Rio on your show, with him having signed with Lucha Underground. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, any company would be lucky to have, probably the hottest, superstar out there right now. I mean, it means so much to us as a company. Like, I met with him a while back, one of our very first tapings, and he was there, talking with some of the El Rey people, and he actually remembered me from all my WWE stuff I was doing a couple years back when I was trying out for them, and he came up to me and was, he just motivated me so much because he was so excited to be a part of it, and I couldn't, I wanted to scream like a little kid, and I couldn't say anything because he hadn't been cleared to work for us just yet. But then we came back in the new year. Yeah, he's cleared now, and it's just it's amazing to have him there. It's like you learn so much from him and Chavo and Conan, Vampiro, all those guys. In the back that have decades of experience. All around the world, really, because we're not just so much gearing to an American audience. It's, we want the whole world to be able to see this at some point and recognize it as what it is. And, the knowledge that those guys bring from Mexico City and from everywhere they've ever been, it helps all of us as younger guys, me and Prince Puma and all these guys. We just want to sit there and soak up all this knowledge, and every situation that we put in, those guys have been in 10 times over, so they just kind of give you a direction. And, as a student of this industry and everything, I just kind of absorb everything, from the creative standpoint and in-ring work, obviously, as good as you are at something, somebody, I don't want to say is going to be better than you, but they're just going to be good at different things than you. You know what I mean? And it's just fun to be able to learn from that. I mean, from a technical standpoint, you know, I mean, I'm pretty good, and that's kind of what my drive is on. But from a character standpoint, and you know, in this standpoint and that standpoint, a promo standpoint, you know, like you got the best of the best sitting here telling you, hey, just do it like this, you know. And so I mean, I'm probably 10 times the wrestler I was before September started that I am now, you know, just from learning so much, you know. And I mean, having Del Rio there is the biggest plus this company could have. I'm sure AAA felt the same way when he showed up there, you know. So
right. Okay. NSC Game Boy, Shimblade.
Well, my last question to you is this: a lot of people don't have the El Rey network, and you know, the El Rey network is relatively new and everything. So to the fans out there who don't have the network and who knows of Lucha Underground, or maybe haven't yet had the chance to watch it, what areas can they do to be able to go and get a chance to see, you know, this great show with these great performers?
Well, on Saturdays at 4 p.m., they show it in Spanish on Unimas, which is Univision's sister network. And I'm almost positive that just about everybody gets it in Unimas, which is the Spanish version with Hugo Savinovich and Vampiro do the commentary on that one. And so we double tape everything. Like when we come in, since we signed with Unimas, we've had to come in early, and then we do everything in English, and then we do everything in Spanish. So it's shown twice a week, and then I think Unimas, for the time slot that we have, is they're really happy that I think we get like 2,500 viewers every week for the show. You know, we're and supposedly from what I heard, you know, I mean, the El Rey will be making an announcement soon about some other stuff that we got coming up. So I think a lot more people will be able to see it soon. But I mean, if you go to your cable and just kind of search Lucha Underground, I mean, it should come up under Unimas. So.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. That is good. That's great that you know, we're excited to hear the upcoming news about Lucha Underground being available to more markets and more networks. Shimblade?
Yeah, I have to say though that you know, the show is rather very, very enjoyable, and people are talking about it. Whoever has El Rey network, you know, they talk about how WWE is a horrible product. You know, they like NXT, which is developmental product, and they say always that you know, screw WWE. Let's watch Lucha, which does great for it. My question to you is, when you spent time in WWE, what was your experience there, and how was it for you? And did you experience any horrible times or any excellent times besides Del Rio?
Well, I mean, my time that I've been doing like dark match stuff for WWE since like 2004, and not once did I ever really feel that they were really interested in hiring me. So when I first started, actually, New Japan office told me to go down to the Staples Center when we were in LA and go in for a tryout. And I didn't want to go because I was happy with New Japan. So I went down and I did some stuff, and I don't know, I was completely unmotivated to work there. Like I know it's technically whatever the biggest company in wrestling, you know, right now in the United States, or you know, the world or whatever, but I mean, I always kind of looked at it how fans are kind of looking at it now. Like, there's other places besides there, you know, to fulfill your dreams, and not everyone's dream is to be there, and mine wasn't. And and then later I was given an opportunity to go down a person that works in Florida in NXT had called me and asked if I was interested in working for WWE. At the time, I was kind of of course I want to be there at some point. So I told him, I said, yeah, I'm definitely interested. So that's when I started getting booked for some darks and tryouts, and then that's when NXT was born, and they started kind of revamping what the developmental system was, and I was one of the guys that they were looking to hire. And so I went to the tryout. Like, they flew me into Florida, and treated me really well, and I went through their training for like 3 days or whatever it was, and I just kind of felt like no matter how good I was or what I did in the ring, it wasn't going to get me a job. I kind of felt like when I walked in there that they had their minds made up on what they were looking for exactly, and I was not that. I was grateful for the opportunity, but I looked at it like this. I showed up, I looked around, I kind of was getting a feel of what, all the guys in charge, who they were looking at, who they were talking to. So I immediately got the idea, like, okay, well, I'm probably here to make somebody look good. Like, that's kind of how I took it, because there was a mold of person that they were constantly talking to, and I didn't fit that mold. So I just went in with this mentality, like, first off, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to show everybody I'm the best all-around wrestler here, so I'm going to wrestle different styles, wrestle different guys every time I get a chance. And then second, I was going to try to take and absorb as much information and knowledge as I could from all their trainers, to make me a better wrestler. So ultimately, that's what I did, and I succeeded in what I set out to do, which was show them that I was the best all-around wrestler there, and they couldn't deny it. But was it what they were looking for? No. I mean, and does it really matter? Not really, because their machine is so big that they're at a point where they're just like, okay, the whole world wants to work here. Well, we don't need another good wrestler. We need somebody who looks like this and is willing to fit this character or whatever we need, so that's kind of just insert this gear here and it keeps the machine going. And that's how the WWE is, and it's so big, and it doesn't necessarily need, another good wrestler so much as it needs characters that they want for their show and what they do. I don't watch WWE anymore and haven't in years. When I was there, I was trying to watch the product and see what direction they were going in, and they just kind of feel and seemed scattered, like they didn't really know, because you couldn't really catch on to it. Nothing was really catching fire big time except Brian, and then he got hurt, but then it's like, okay, well, I look at it like this: he's a short guy that's just a really good wrestler and hard worker. I kind of fit into that category. So does Davey Richards. So does Adam Cole. You know what I mean? So there's a handful of guys out there that fall into that category. Well, we got that. I was even told by Steve Lombardi. He's like, well, what do you bring us? And I told him, I'll bring you whatever you want. And then he said, well, what are you, like the best in the world? Because we already got that at the time. CM Punk was there, and I was like, well, I'm not claiming to be the best in the world. I said, but I can wrestle anybody. And then he was like, well, we got a handful of guys that can do that. And then I said, all right, well, why am I here then? Like, you guys called me, and the company's so big, it's not like they said, well, who called you? I'll find out. You know what I mean? So it's like guys like Steven Regal, like William Regal, that they were like, hey, I'm really pushing this guy. I want him to get an opportunity. And then I get an opportunity, and they're like, well, he's a really good wrestler. And then he just wrestled 20 minutes with Tyson Kidd, and they tore it up. Okay, that's fine, but we have Tyson Kidd already. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, thanks for coming. So, and I knew that's kind of, that's the feel I got. So I just, again, like, I learned as much as I could in 3 or 4 days, picked everyone's brain. I kind of just hung around Regal as much as I could because I felt that I could learn the most from him. And he was the most honest with me. He was just like, look, you know, they think you're an amazing wrestler, but they don't need another amazing wrestler right now. And then I said, that's fine. I said, you know, it didn't hurt my feelings. For Regal to tell me that I'm a good wrestler was victory for me. And then, you know, so in my mind, I just knew, well, at least I know what I'm doing and I'm doing it right. And see you guys later. So.
Well, thank you
and look
much
how the
for
cards
that.
go, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we do say that we're glad that you're on Lucha Underground. No different than the other company. Yeah, would it be who you are? We've had so many people on the show in the past, former WWE workers, WCW workers, legends, and a lot of them have said before where you go to WWE or other companies and other people are writing for you, they didn't feel like they could be who they are. They couldn't just be themselves. They had to be someone else or add a different persona. And everybody's different. And we're glad that you had the opportunity, Ricky, to be Ricky, be Cortez, the killer on Lucha, and not something else going against yourself. So,
right.
That being said, anything, Ricky, that you want to promote or plug for us upcoming appearances, anything for us, Lucha, Ray, that you want to let us know?
Yeah, just keep up on Lucha Underground. There'll be some big announcements, I was told, in the next week or two from the El Rey Network, and it's on Unimas on Saturdays at 4. I wrestle, everywhere when I'm not doing the Lucha Underground tapings and stuff. But there's a lot of big things coming from the company, and it's, we had a big meeting this weekend, and it's only getting bigger. So, if you guys like it now, it's only going to get bigger, and it's only going to get better. So, other than that, just, everyone should just watch and enjoy wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, pick and choose what you like and then watch it. So much negativity when wrestling fans feel a need to, like, complain and hate on something. It's like, just, if you don't like someone or something, no one's telling you to watch it, and it's kind of annoying when so many people, you get flooded in with all this news about this negativity of oh, they shouldn't have quote unquote did this and that. Like, you know what? Like, you don't like it, turn it off. You have a subscription, cancel it. Right. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's access to. You can watch Lucha Underground, and I'm sure everyone knows how to work YouTube or Daily Motion, or Twitter and Facebook. You can take pictures of yourself eating food with your friends. You can watch good wrestling whenever you want. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like fans just want something to bitch about, and then one bitches about it, and then you got 100,000 of them saying, "Yeah, I'm with this guy," instead of thinking for themselves. And that's kind of what I do. Like, I don't like this. I'm just not going to watch it. And people say, "Oh, did you see this?" I'm like, "No, because I don't like it." Well, why am I going to sit there and force myself to have a headache? You know what I mean? Like, to focus on what my job is and what I have to do. So as a fan myself, I just pick and choose what I want to watch for me. Not to bash it. I mean, these guys still need to make a living, and and I think fans should support what they like instead of knocking what they think they don't like yet. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what's going to happen. So chill out.
Right.
Well, I have to say also, Ricky, to tell you the truth, from meeting you at the last 1CW event and checking out your Twitter, I have to say you are a very, very funny guy as well too. Not as much as you are insightful into wrestling, but you're a very hilarious guy. I just have to tell you that.
Yeah. I got a funny sense of humor every now and again.
It's always good to have that. Definitely is. But Ricky, thanks much for coming on to the show, buddy. Hopefully we can have you back on.
Thank you.
We will be tuning on, watching you every week on LA Network. every Wednesday to see what's next and see the great work that you do in the ring.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for having me on.
No problem, man.
Problem. Take care, man.
All right, take care, buddy.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Wow.
Everybody, that was the man himself, Reyes, that was known as Cortez the Killer from Lucha Underground. So we do thank Reyes for calling on in. Thank you, Coach Shin, with the Connect and our work with him at 1CW. I want to thank also, while we had time, Stevie Ray Styles, Kindred Ky'mari, Stevie Ray Styles' family, and also the 1CW crew for calling in also. Toph, you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here, guys.
Okay, cool. Let everybody know, of course, we got about 8 minutes left to talk about the Rumble, the actual Rumble match. I will be posting sometime later tonight text diagnostic of the Royal Rumble, the whole pay-per-view. I'll be posting an article giving my thoughts, and of course random thoughts as well of this year's Royal Rumble. Of course, Shimblade does a great job as always with his articles and his thoughts. So there's the NFC Game Boy with his words of the day and whatnot. The actual Rumble match, me and myself, weird. Normally, Rumble's going to reverse for me. Normally, the beginning parts of the Rumbles for me are they good, and it gets better at the end. I thought the beginning of the Rumble, the first 15 or so minutes were pretty good with the surprise entrance, DDP, hurting his back as always, and no red bandages, the Boogeyman, all the surprise entrances we got. I thought that was pretty good. And then as time went on after the Rumble, it just got a little stale. Real quick, I didn't really agree with the Final Four. I felt that instead of ending it with Big Show and Kane, you could have had Bray, Roman Reigns, Ziggler, Bryan. You could have had them in there to kind of create the story. Of course, we need Reigns would win, and then have Reigns win, and then of course had Big Show and Kane come out to beat him up. Then you bring the Rock back in. But that's just my quick thoughts. NFC Game Boy, your thoughts of the Rumble match and actual title match?
Well, I mean, real quick, I think the whole Rumble was good as far as the pay-per-view. I just think the Rumble match was just, it was confusing. And I think Toph did it justice by explaining how they built up all these characters and everything, and then just to give it to Roman Reigns. And shout out to a comment I read about someone saying that, and a couple people actually said this, that Daniel Bryan shouldn't have won because he just came back from neck surgery, and if he'd have won against Brock, it probably would open him back up. Well, Roman Reigns just came back from surgery too, and even though it's not neck surgery, it's still surgery, and his chances is to me even worse than Daniel Bryan's, because Daniel Bryan is more athletic than Roman Reigns is, and he got a messed up neck. So that just goes to show you just how far he is on the totem pole as far as skill and athleticism. I'm going to be at WrestleMania 31 with the Erotic Underground crew. I am not going to be, pumped to see this match between him and Brock Lesnar. I hope Brock could make it somewhat interesting, because I am not a Roman Reigns fan whatsoever. I got nothing against the guy. He's not entertaining to me, and that's what the sport's supposed to be. This company's supposed to be entertaining, and he's not entertaining. So the Rumble was cool. I didn't like the ending. And Philly, shout out to y'all. Y'all some crazy dudes. All that parking people cars and stuff and all that. That's funny. But that's just my interpretation.
All right, Shimblade, real quick. Your thoughts of the Rumble match and the title match, real quick.
Well, quite honestly, being with NFC Game Boy and Attack, having a party, I thought NFC Game Boy was more. I thought he was more disappointed, at the party, and I really wanted him to sound off on that. But the Rumble match for me was, to me, it was a little bit unbelievable, especially with Daniel Bryan's elimination. If they put his elimination at the end, it could have been close but no cigar type thing. Most of the time with Rumbles, I look at the contestants and see how many are really worth getting a title shot compared to who can be really, really near it. And it goes down to the Final Four. And it just got to the point where I just didn't even care, after Daniel Bryan was eliminated. The guest shots were okay. Like, I didn't believe the Boogeyman. You know, he took one clothesline from Bray Wyatt and it was over. It was a lot of theatrics. So it was just like in DDP, you know, walking around like Fred Sanford with his back problems and everything after doing many diamond
He needed
cutters.
a back brace.
Yeah, he did. But other than that, I just wasn't into it. It was like as soon as it waned on, it's like Cesaro, like, yeah, he's not gonna win it. Toph brought a great point about him and Big Show, which I was trying to see. You know, like let him try to pick up Big Show and eliminate him again or get stopped. But other than that, I could have cared less. Philly is ugly. You know, they're an ugly crowd. You know, they'll let you know. And quick check, a PSA, fans, stopping wrestlers in the parking lot is a big dumbass move. I mean, they're entertainers. You take it seriously. But look, keep the act into the arena and in the ring. You know, these guys out here, they you pay money to see them. Vince McMahon writes it and approves it. So don't attack them. I mean, it's just dumb. You're not going to win. Tat, I'm done.
And that's what happens when you have a ghetto in your city, in Philly. Ghetto Philly blocks talent, unlike in Hawaii, which NC Game
Baltimore doesn't even do it either. In that form of fashion, Baltimore don't do it.
We don't do that here. I mean, I agree with you with the whole block talent thing. You know, I understand. You know, you're angry, and a lot of people canceled the network, and you know, I know they like, you know, we want to hit Vince where it hurts, and you know all that. And someone told me I'm going to cancel. I said no. You know, like Ricky just said. You know, if you don't like the product, then yeah, you know, cancel it. Don't watch it. You know, I have to watch it not only because I'm a co-host of a radio show that talks about it, but at the same time, there are some aspects of the product I do enjoy. I do like looking at the past. You know, I'm not pumped about Fast Lane pay-per-view, whatever the hell that is, but Fast Lane, Fast View.
Yeah, Fast Lane. Yeah.
Yeah, Fast Lane. You know, and then
movie.
Yeah, you know, you know, I'm not pumped about that pay-per-view either, but you know, I still watch the product. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you people who canceled it, just get it back. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know.
Breaking news. Real quick. They issued a match for Fastlane next month, and I'm glad this is not going to be a WrestleMania match. And they issued John Cena versus Alexander Rusev.
At Fastlane?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank
you. The Jason Statham movie with Liam Neeson.
Not like fast. Oh, did somebody just breathe life into the mic?
Yeah, I'm not sure who breathed. Was that you, Game Boy? Was that you, Toph?
That was me laughing at the fast lane joke.
So real quick, we got 90 seconds. Toph, real quick, give you a good old intro as you always do.
Let's end on the positive note. Instead of doing Wyatt Taker, why not do Wyatt, Rowan, Harper? The fans popped for the little tease they did in the Rumble, where it looked like Harper and Rowan were gonna jump Wyatt, and the fans were like, "Oh, okay, you know, why not do that?" That's something. You know, just trying to find some positivity out of this. But good show though.
Hey,
good idea, but that sounds like two bears fighting.
Yeah. See it all the time here in Baltimore with people.
Hey,
Shin, real quick, make it real quick. Last 3 words, 10 seconds.
Pretty much. Thank you. Next week will be a great show too.
Yes, and it's a Game Boy. Last final word before you do the benediction.
Man, you all ready? Let's get it in, man.
Yes, definitely. Thank you everybody for calling in front of the Mat Radio. This is your host Tech with NSC Game Boy, the Topher, and Shimblade. Thank you much, Ricky Reyes and the OE Network for providing you the call on in. Thank you much for Stevie Ray Styles, Kindred, the Vamp King, and all his so all the callers, all the great tweets, all the great texts. And with that being said, we'll find out where the ghettos in Hawaii at if they do exist downtown.
Really do. Come on now.
Next week, hush your mouth, we're doing closing. Next week, we will have Emmy Award winner Bobby Eli join under the Mat Radio, and we will have also Big D Johnson, was on as Krista Joseph, who writes for Lucha Underground. Love y'all much, and we will talk to you next week. And don't forget, Shin, you're going to get your butt whipped.
Get your butt.
Pause, brother. Pause on y'all.
Oh yeah,
I had a fucking have my back.
Amen.
Oh yes.